Hi guys, this is Miss Sandy, and today is February 7th. Can you believe it? We're into February. Hooray! So let's get those Valentines ready, huh? Well, last week Miss Heidi read the story of Esther, and today I'm going to be really going way up. I'm moving up to the New Testament, which is the stories about when Jesus was with us and what happened after he went back to heaven. So the story is called Jesus at the Temple. The temple's a church. So Mary and Joseph lived far from the temple, so they only went once a year. Sounds like us now, huh? We're not getting to be able to get to church very often at all. Jesus was 12 years old. He went with Mary and Joseph. They had to walk almost a whole week. He went with Mary and Joseph. Whoops, sorry about that. Lost my place. Many other people walked with them. The people were glad to get to Jerusalem. They could see the temple right away. Temples were really big, so they could see them from a distance. It was a beautiful place. Jesus went to the temple with his family. They worshiped God at the temple. They sang and prayed to God. They gave their offerings to God. Then Mary and Joseph started back. They walked all day. They thought Jesus was safe with another family in their group. That night, Mary and Joseph looked around, but they couldn't find Jesus. They said, "We must go back to Jerusalem." So they walked one day, now they're going to have to walk back another day. They went back to look for Jesus. When they found him at the temple, Jesus was listening to the wise teachers, okay? So there's Jesus as a little boy, and these are all the temple priests, and he's talking to them when he's only 12 years old. He asked them some questions, and he even answered their questions. Mary went over to Jesus. "Why have you done this to us? We've looked everywhere for you." She was a little bit upset. Mommies get upset when they can't find their little boys. "Why did you look so hard?" asked Jesus. "Don't you know where I would be? This is my Father's house." Jesus was talking about God. Jesus knew that God was his Father. Jesus liked to be at God's house. But he obeyed Mary and Joseph. He went back to Nazareth with them. God was pleased with Jesus. People were pleased with Jesus too. So that's something to remember, okay? If you can't make it to church, like we can't make it to church now, Jesus would have liked to stay at the temple, but instead he went home with his mom and dad because that was the right thing for him to do at that time. So even though we're not at church, I'm really, really glad that you're listening to these stories and that hopefully you're getting something from them. And this story has 2 coloring pages. There they have Mary and Joseph with Jesus, and there's Jesus at the temple teaching. So I hope you enjoyed the story, and you and your mom and your dad can get together, and next week you're going to hear about John the Baptist. Okay, bye-bye. All right.